A first listen and analysis of Paranoid by Black Sabbath. At first, the legendary metal and rock album was supposed to be called War Pigs, using the brilliant song War Pigs as the sort of lead into the album. However, after releasing this track Paranoid, Black Sabbath and the executives around their record label decided to choose and change the name into Paranoid for the album because of the surprise success of this song. It's certainly one of their most famous tracks, and it was written by their bassist Geezer Butler. I've checked out this band with James Dio as a lead vocalist. I've always said that I prefer Ozzy Osbourne. I think the madness he brings to the tracks is so unique and so well suited to this band's music. So I'm looking forward to this original lineup once again. I can't wait to get into this track. But before that, if you do end up enjoying this video, hit me with a like, perhaps share it with a friend. Also, if you're into daily music content and analysis videos just like this one, then subscribe to the channel and join our awesome community. Here we go. This is Paranoid by Black Sabbath. Oh yes. Iommi riffs. Legendary. Turn it up. I have had the pleasure of listening to a bunch of different metal bands at this point, but if you ask me who still takes the crown in terms of building atmosphere, it's Sabbath. It's still Sabbath. All these years later, 50, 60 years later, the atmospheres they create are unique, and it's so on point with the concept, right? This is clearly from the first verse and the name of the title, a man who is kind of losing his mind, essentially, right? People think I'm insane because I'm frowning all the time. He left his woman because he couldn't help him with his mind. But it's not just the words that are being sung. It's the atmosphere, the soundscape that's been created to amplify this effect of this man losing his mind. Something about that bass line, that cutting, thudding, it just sounds like his mind is so cluttered with all these different noises in his head. Ooh. Wow. Oh, that effect on his voice. Okay, a brilliant use of the sort of echo distortion effect on Ozzy's voice, right? Because if you understand sort of what the idea is of the track, a man who's kind of trapped in his mind, it sounds like the person inside of himself is like shouting out for help. Thus the echo effect, it amplifies what's going on. And I have to say also, the bassist, I think his name is Geezer Butler, I think his name was, he's doing a brilliant job of making it feel like we're kind of racing towards something. It feels like something is being amplified. We're racing towards some kind of end, perhaps suggesting that he's going to end his life or something like that. Or maybe just the idea of someone who's paranoid always believes that something is coming. Something is eventually about to turn the corner and do some harm to the person. Very well done. Oh, those feels. Oh, I love the distortion on that. Hellacious solo. Iommi. I think that was the favorite verse in terms of writing so far. I've been very much positively sort of surprised by the writing of Black Sabbath, knowing nothing about the band. Listening to War Pigs, Heaven and Hell, the writing's been really, really brilliant. And I know a lot of different band members add to the writing. This is one of the best verses. Make a joke and I will sigh, and you will laugh and I will cry. Happiness I cannot feel. See how there's these sort of opposites of each other, right? Laugh and cry, joke and sigh. Happiness I cannot feel, and love to me is so surreal. This is truly the look of a mind of a person who is really lost, really, really lost in their own sort of world that no one can help them with. That's another aspect of this thing, is the isolation. He's always sort of crying out for someone to come and change this mindset that he's fallen into, and no one can. The woman couldn't help him. People can't help him. No one can. Really brilliant, man. Brilliant track. Well executed, straight to the point too, right? 2 minutes and 55 seconds of mind-boggling guitars, bass lines, drums, and vocals, man. Also, what I will say is, by the end of the track, I kind of took away, like, this is perhaps someone who is at a therapist's chair, you know, and this is what's coming out of him, out of his mind. All these verses, finished with my woman because she couldn't help me with my mind. He's starting to admit these things. And I don't know if the therapist can really help a dude that this is this far gone. You know, when you hear those solos start wailing, man, the way Iommi does them, that lead guitar so brilliant. The effects that they put on his voice and the guitars, certain parts of it, the distortion, amplifies the effect of someone who is losing themselves. Brilliant track, man. So far, this album, I think I've heard 2 songs so far. I think what I might need to do is do a full album reaction, because it's often thought of as being one of the best albums of all time. Certainly one of the best metal albums, so something I want to check out. In terms of James Dio versus Ozzy Osbourne, Dio's got the better voice, but the way Ozzy is and his own personality, his own madness that he brings to the track, it just suits the vibe of this band so well. I've said it before, I prefer Ozzy on Iommi riffs on this band's music. It's just a perfect fit for me personally, but you know, that's up to other people as well. I guess James Dio, a lot of people were saying that they love his voice so much. He has like an operatic thing to it, but regardless, brilliant track, man.